to the cottage and hang out there for the weekend would be lovely too. Oh my gosh.
I am so sorry to hear you weren't well. Brandy J. Locks. LOL, wow, cool. Don't suppose you got that on camera.
I didn't.
Healing wishes.
I kinda...
I'm excited to see you back, Crafty Lady 2019.
Oh, I am too. I hope you're healing well. I hope everything's going good.
TT Buddha. Ham's Craft. But take your time, healing
Yes.
is important.
No pressure. No pressure at all. Like I said, you will be forever in our hearts because we love you as much as...
I'm so proud of myself. I haven't buy yarn in many days because I have 3 projects I will finish first.
Oh, only 3? Oh my gosh. I have too many. Too many. I even have too many weaving projects I need to do because I have some hats sitting here. I still have the yarn, leftover yarn for, that I need to make scarves for. Yeah, I'm leaving it out so that I remember. But the weaving loom is in the other room, so it's fine. I don't have any issues whatsoever. I'm very happy.
Electabuzz appears catch it using quoc catch winners revealed in 90s.
Electabuzz. That's a funny looking one. Is that... Look at those ears.
Ham's Craft.
Look at those ears.
Pokemon community game. Ham's Craft Electabuzz registered in Pokédex.
Oh, I do have one. It is an electric type, so magnet ball would work.
Quoc catch. Crafty Lady 2019. Ham's Craft. Fluitodapsis. Quoc check.
Let's see if we can catch a second one, huh?
Fluitodapsis Electabuzz registered in Pokédex.
Ooh, get it, Bluey, get it. Oh, I didn't catch it. Oh man,
Cave fibers.
I'm sad.
Quoc catch magnet ball.
I used the magnet ball too. I should have got it. What's wrong? Am I throwing like a girl? Did I throw that like a girl again? Is that why my balls are not good here? That did not. Oh gosh. I'm not going to say anything. Nope. Nope, this is a PG channel.
Pokemon community game. Electabuzz escape kill 1 cotton.
Yep. Yep. I'm dying inside. Holy God, I'm good.
A 1-5-minute ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us. Stray Cats help support my content. Consider subscribing to remove ads and support the stream.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need to turn my speaker down. I feel like it's a little on the loud side. And I got two. These nail polishes need to go to the other room in their basket.
I'm making one right now, LOL.
You are? Oh no. Was I saying yip? Yes, because I have a yip sitting here. I have a crocheted yip sitting here. It hangs on the corner of my microphone or camera. Hangs on my camera stand. Because, you know, no spot can be bare. No spot can be left bare. Okay, I am binding off. Four, 5, 6. Welcome back from ads. Sorry about that. Yeah, Celtic, I did say yip
Still
yip.
have one that has huge to hold shopping bags, lol.
Oh, yeah, I made a tiny one. Mine's just, it's small enough to hold like a chapstick. A chapstick or one of these. Well, does that it have to stretch it just a tad to fit that in there? That's a no. I was holding it, had it to hold my chapsticks though. Mary, hello! It's been a while.
Mary's Fiber Creations. Checking.
Yeah, these are pom-poms, and then I did a little embroidery eyeball on them so that they popped out a little bit.
Supreme Moon 56. Hello, I have errands to run, but wanted to come say hello and leave a lurk. Have a great stream.
Doom! Thank you, Doom.
Yeah, I have small ones in the car for chapstick.
Yeah, I hang it here.
They bring joy.
They do bring joy. I agree.
Clever. Mary's Fiber
I agree.
It has been doing a lot of lurking. How was Baka?
Aw, vacation was very good. Very, very good. I have so many stories. Oh my gosh. My family is hilarious. And also a tad bit insane. But, you know, it was great. Nobody died. Nobody got injured. So, you know, best time ever. We all got to swim like every day. We ATV'd to, I think we went to like 2 different beaches every day. It was fantastic. Marblehead was something else. I have to say, Marblehead was like a stair step down, and I don't think I've ever heard my sister say bad words as much as she did on the back of the ATV on our way down the stair step thing. Yeah, it was, oh my gosh, it was hilarious. I was laughing so hard at her, I could barely see where I was driving, let alone concentrating on how to get down and not roll it over. It was fun though. That's 8. I need 2 more.
Crafty Lady 2019. Oh, someone recently gave me some googly eyes. Now I want to make one of those just to use the eyes.
You know what I like to use? And when I'm doing bigger ones, table tennis balls. Just take a marker and put a black dot on it. I get the tip of a knitting needle hot to poke a hole in it so you can attach it. Or you can glue it on. That's what I use for the bigger ones. Obviously, I had plans to make more of them because I got a whole package of table tennis balls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrap and turn. Okay, I should know what to do next. We are casting back on. It says to do a cable cast on, which is between 2 stitches. Wrap your yarn around, pull it through, go up under to put it on. I knew it was going to come back and bite me. I knew it. Nope. Nope. 2, 3 cast-ons, 4 cast-ons, 5 cast-ons, 6, 7, 1 more, and then you knit across. Got it. So, if you missed yesterday's stream, we made candy corn at my Thursday group. We made these little candy corn guys. So that one is made with the G hook. This one here is made with the D hook. Exact same yarn. You can see, maybe you can tell. One is slightly taller than the other. I kind of indent the bottom so that they will sit flat. They are little adorable things. We're coming into fall, so we figured that would be a good thing to make. Some of my friends are getting ready to do a little craft show.
Celtic glass creations.
So we have that. We're trying to give her some ideas. Next week, Thursday, I think they plan on making ghosts. Little ghosties.
Celtic glass creations.
I don't think the ghosts are stuffed though.
I'm thinking of making a yip yip with the candy corn colors.
Ooh, that would look cool. Oh, yip yip. Mix a yip yip with the candy corn. What do you get? A corny yip yip. Oh my gosh, I need to stop.
Celtic glass creations. Bluetooth abscess. Crafty lady flavor 19. What S in your tea? Mirror stepper. Oh cute LOL.
The tea is just honeybush tea. I didn't even put honey in it. I didn't put lemon in it. And it's just water and tea. Honest. Oh, it's Friday though, y'all. It's Friday. We're just gonna have a good time Friday. A freaky Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to wrap. I'm going to grab my marker and slip it on there. Finish the wrap and turn. This is kind of a cheat. That way when we get to the marker, we just do another wrap and turn and keep going back and forth until we get to the last two. Less counting. That way you don't have to count every single row. I can just go. I can just do. Don't think, just do. That'll be the third tip. And then we'll knit several rows and then bind off and do it again. Hopefully without the extra commentary. It'll be great. It'll be great. Hi. See marker. I'm gonna slip. Marker back on. Slip that one back as we wrap it. And you see, I'm not even worrying about my wraps and turns. I don't pull up the wrap to knit it together with the stitch. I think with these chickens, it doesn't matter that much. It's not like it's creating a hole or anything. I could probably get away with just turning and not worrying about the wrap.
Mirror stepper. I gotta organize this room, KB. I need S jump start of some kind.
You need a jump start of some kind? That help? I'm jumping. No, probably not. Start with just the table or start in the corner and slowly work your... That's what I do when I have to do like major spring cleaning. Yeah, we're jumping.
Mirror stepper. It doesn't help that I still have water damage on one side.
Oh, no.
LOL. Mirror stepper. Mirror stepper. You are so silly.
I am today. I don't know why. Maybe I should have... I don't know. My husband bought this big tub of...
Yeah, I will take you with me to the corner.
This big tub of cheese balls. And he ate probably a good 2 inches off the top.
Know when I can put the carpet back down.
And he left the rest for me. Yeah, I had cheese balls for lunch. Did I have anything else with the cheese balls?
Did something happen in Dana's live that I missed?
She did 2 giveaways towards the end, and then I left when she started playing Words on Stream. No Celtic. No. We are not. She gave away a yarn bag, and she gave away one of these wooden wool genies. Only the person selected was the ebony, the black one. I have the mahogany one.
Cheese balls, LMAO.
Cheese balls. That's all I had. I had cheese balls. 2 bowls. And I used chopsticks so I didn't get cheesy fingers. No cheesy fingers.
Glass creations. Oh, I want one of those.
Oh, I love them. I love them. You can get them on Amazon for, I think, less than $25.
Causing your silliness.
I think they're less than $25.
Crafty Lady 2019. Hey Mary's Fiber Creations.
Wool Genie magnetic holder. Okay, yeah, less than 25 is $22.99. This one here is only $17.99.
That has half the fun getting the cheesy fingers.
I don't like the cheesy fingers. I have this original Wool Genie. It's only $18.
I've actually thought about buying in 4 stand and then having 4 yarns on those wrist hanging ones.
Ooh. The problem with the wrist hanging ones is, well, the ones I have, I've had issues where the yarn gets hung up on the top and it won't spin around to release the yarn. You have to spin it to get it out. I like these that hang. They're really nice. They're easy to put together. I would love a double one. I would love a double one. Yeah, this is the kind you're talking about. Ooh, that one's cute with the kitty on it. And the fishies. That is cute. I have a couple of those. I'm not a super, I prefer these. Ooh, this one's only $20.
Celtic Glass Creations. I 2-strand a lot.
I would love a double one. But they need to be the same height. Now this one here I did put a 22 ounce cake on here. 22 ounces, that's more than a pound. 16 ounces is a pound, so it's like, I don't know, 22 divided by 16. I was going to say a pound and a half, but it's just shy of a pound and a half. I put that on here and it held it just fine. It wasn't even rubbing the back bar. It was close, but not quite. Yeah, it will hold a lot. That's why I like it. Because it will hold the larger 1 pound cakes. These are the ones that I've made by hand, you know, the leftover cakes I've been doing. Oh, let me grab it. It's on the floor. So I had this on there and it held it perfectly fine. I've been working another chicken out of this.
2 of those would work then.
Oh, most definitely. And they also give you a coupon to get another of the spindles, these pieces that hang. They give you the option to get a second one of those for free. I don't know why they just don't include it for free. Because, heck yeah. Yeah. I definitely like it. And I even used it in a car. It worked perfectly fine in the car. What I did was... Oh, there you go. See, I don't do Temu. I don't do Temu. Yeah. See, I don't do Temu. they keep and sell your information, so I refuse. I haven't even started Temu, so I probably will never do Temu. I've had my information stolen too many times. I'm not gonna risk it. So far this year, I've had my online, the credit card I use online only has been stolen 3 times this year alone. Not doing it. Not doing Temu. I hope it works for you, and I hope you don't have issues, but I feel like it's just not a place for me to get into. In any case.
So Crafty Lady 2019.
Thank you so much for doing shout-outs.
Go follow Crafty Lady 2019, another awesome channel to hang out at https://www.
Could you also give Scoobaloo a shout-out? She did a raid.
Well, in case you want to know, I've used for a while now with no problems.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you haven't had issues, but knowing my luck, I would have issues. So I'm not going to risk it. I haven't heard very many good things other than being cheap stuff. Just like all that, there's all kinds of marketing things all over Facebook and Instagram and stuff. Yeah. There's too many scams out there, you just don't know what's good to go with and what's not good to go with. So I will stick with what I do know, where my stuff hasn't been stolen. Thank you. These things have almost become mindless knit for me, because it's just all knit stitch. You don't have to purl, it's all knit stitch. Anyway, yeah. We had this thing too on vacation. Right?
I don't have a lot of fabric, but I also don't have a place to put it fonders.
Right. I have one armoire kind of thing in the other room, and that's where I have all of my grandmother's fabrics at. Can I get to it right now? No, I can't. There are 4 totes sitting in front of it, and then there's also 8 chairs stacked in that room, as well as an elliptical machine. There's a treadmill in there. There's 2 gun safes. Gosh, it's become the collect-all room. There's the dining table still in there because St. Vincent de Paul still hasn't located a person to give them to or donate them to, whatever. I don't know. Maybe they forgot about it. I don't know. It's been 2 months though. Kind of at the point where I'm ready just to take it to Goodwill or something. I don't know. I got to get it out of my house. It's taking up too much space. I needed the space for my 60-inch weaving loom, so. Thank you. Very nice. Awesome. Alright. I made it to the last 2. 4, 5. I need to count this row. Okay. Oops. I barely caught that one. Okay, now that's all right. Go back. That's the last one. That's step 34.
Mary's Fiber Creations. BRB needs to get mail before I forget again.
Ah, our mail is not here yet. I was supposed to have that Imkin book come in yesterday. Well, mail person did not deliver it yesterday. It's supposed to be delivered today. If it's not delivered today, you betcha I'm going down to the post office first thing Saturday morning when the doors open and demand to have my book. Just like my nitpick order, instead of coming out of Columbus, is coming from Kentucky. So I think that's a little weird. Nitpicks is located in Columbus. So it's taking longer to get here. They made the label day after I ordered. They didn't mail it until 2 days later. So it's on its way now, but probably won't get here until Monday or Tuesday. I'd say Tuesday the latest. Okay, this is row 2. I love how the color has slightly changed throughout.
I'm expecting a few packages. It always makes me nervous because we have mailroom pirates.
Oh gosh, right? That's why I'm always aware of what I ordered, when's the time of arrival. I keep track of all the tracking. It's sad that this nitpicks order usually only takes 2 or 3 days for nitpicks to get to me. It's been almost a full week now. I ordered that on Monday. It should have already been here, but...
I do the same the second I get the message it's delivered, I'm down there.
Right? And even by then, that's why I have cameras. I watch the cameras. So I can see it being delivered and how the package is being handled, at least when it gets here. Who knows how much it's been tossed around in between. Or how secure it was on the ride to wherever it's coming from, to wherever, you know, your distribution center is. Knowing my luck, it'll go to Columbus and then come down here. Like, just hold it in Columbus, I'll come get it. Because I'm going to be up there tonight anyway. More than likely. I need to plan the next 2 weeks of dinners. And I don't know what I feel like having or making. It can't, you know, there's no dairy. Kind of sucks. Welcome back, Mary. Thank you. So I'm always watching the cameras. Chicken cam is just one of them. Here, let me show you all of them.
Celtic Glass Creations. I just got a UPS update that said delivered, but on the app map it's way up the hill from me.
Oh, yeah, I ordered one thing. It was a really fancy chicken coop. And
Thank you.
it was one of those that were coming from China things. So I waited and waited, watched it cross the sea, got into the country, and I watched it get delivered in Chicago. And I'm like, I'm not in Chicago. Aw, thank you. So, yeah, it was quite a mess. So I contacted the company and said, you didn't deliver it to the right place. And they're like, yes, we did. And I said, no, this is my address. This is the tracking number. This is everything I was sent in the email. And they argued with me. And I'm like, fine, I'll go to my credit card company and get my money back. Because they wouldn't even give me my money back. They're like, no, we did what we said we were going to do. And I said, no, you didn't. So I went to my credit card company and gave them all the information, all the emails, everything, text messages. I gave them everything.